All right, students, for our new lesson, we're going to talk about stippling. And our stippling project, I'm calling it All in Dots, Stippling a Cactus. All right. And let's go ahead and go over the lesson so we can see what we're going to be doing for the next 2 days. This is a 2-day project. Start on it today, end it at the end of the class tomorrow. So in this lesson, we'll be using a pencil to do a lightly draw a cactus. You can use a mechanical pencil, a regular pencil. We will then use a pen, any color, to complete the drawing using stippling as our shading technique. We've been learning about value, learning about different techniques, and we're going to focus on stippling for this project. So when I say pen, any color, yes, you can use red, yellow, blue, purple, you name it. You can use any color you would like. You can use multiple colors or just one, all right? And when you use pens, there's a variety of pens you can use. The really best ones out there are called microns. The micron pens are great for stippling. You can get these at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I've even got these fine tip pens from 5 and Below, or you can just use a regular pen, your household pen that's in your house or in your backpack, okay? All right, so your cactus drawing will be the size of your hand. So I don't want any little tiny baby drawings. Your drawings are gonna be, like I said, the size of your hand, okay? And so if you have a small hand or large hand, no matter what, they're gonna be the size of your hand. Your cactus drawing will be the size of your hand. Feel free to add other things, such as a desert scene, flowers, animals, reptiles, rocks, or even a night sky. So any of those are acceptable to add on, and don't feel like you have to add more. It's just if you like, okay? So this is how you'll be graded. So these 425% equal what? 100, that's right. And you'll be graded on these 4, which is craftsmanship, follow directions, effort, and overall look. So let's go over that. So our craftsmanship is how you turn in your work. So was your work clean and neat? Did you turn it in torn, or was it dirty? Make sure you follow directions, all right? That's the next 25%. You used a pencil to do a light line sketch, then you used a pen. So you are gonna be using a pencil first, and then you're going to be using an eraser to erase any pencil marks later. So when I say a light line sketch, let's go over that. A light line sketch would be to gently put pressure onto the paper, because that way we can erase later, all right? We don't want to be putting giant marks on there, pressing very hard, because then we can erase, or we can erase, but then you'll see the mark still. So we say a light line sketch, so it could be very lightly when we start our project. Effort, this is what you put into it. Project was not rushed. It took 2 days to finish. So you're not gonna be able to finish this in 5 or 10 minutes, no matter what. I want you to take time in it, but use your time wisely. And also, did you take pride in your work? Was it messy? Was it rushed? Maybe, I can tell if you cared or not on your project. So let's go over the last one, overall look of your project. Was stippling done correctly? Was it dots and not lines? You showed value. This is your value from light to dark. And drawing is the size of your hand, okay? All right, guys, I printed out a whole bunch of cactuses for you to look at. Feel free to use one of these or a combination of them. And I want to go over what your project may or may not look like, okay? So here is a good example of what your project might look like. I'm not saying all of you guys are gonna come out, this is a pretty awesome drawing. I'm not saying all of you guys will come out like this, but this is a really good example. This is a good example because it's a pretty large drawing. It's almost the size of my hand. And the stippling is done, you can tell from the dark to light, and so forth, okay? You are not gonna draw lines though in your drawing. They're gonna be all in dots. So any of these spikes or spinas are gonna be done with dots, not lines, all right? So this flower has lines in it. You can see some hatching in there. So that's gonna be wrong. It needs to be done dark to light using stippling, all right? Let me show you an example of what it should not look like. So this one looks pretty good. It's clean, it's neat. There's no pencil marks. It's drawn really nice, but I want you to notice something. What's possibly wrong with this? There's no value, okay? So there's no definition of light to dark in here. So this one, this cactus has that great dark to light. This one doesn't have any dark to light in it. It's just, they just put dots all over the whole cactus and the pot, and there's not really any value. There's some little bit of dark right here, but that's it. It's just a little tiny part. I need to see a good amount of dark to light inside the cactus or somewhere around here, so I can know, you know, how to use these values again from light to dark. All right, folks.